Let's go. My name's Gheesling. Welcome to the next episode of Star Citizen. We last left off, we completed one and a half cargo missions. In this case, we've been decoupled, sliding away from the moons of Endor. Now we're recoupled, and as you notice, we're in a very precarious gas situation. So let's go to our locale, and it is worth noting, I don't want to put the kibosh on anything. It is worth noting that we have been playing the past couple epis all on the same playthrough, which has been nice. I think it's because we got on a fresh butter server to begin. Nonetheless, with our dual joysticks, we're going to go ahead and slide into... Here's the docket for today. We're going to go get re-gassed up at Cry Astro for the first time. And then... we can find Cry Astro. And then we are going to go to Daymar because we need a planet that we can view, coast, and be a part of. I think somehow it got unlocked. Or not. So we just need to find the right locale in which to point. Alright. So Dan, just be a little patient. There it is right there. Alright. Well, Dan, that doesn't make any sense. Why are you going to Cry Astro? Well, we've got 20% gas tank fillage. So let's go. We'll fill her up, man. This freelancer has been through a lot. Been through 2 illicit cargo pickups. It's been through the same butter. Oh, look at that. Normally, in the previous days of Cry Astro, you start out way further away, but that looks way more impressive. I think we are going to need to hail our... What is... They got green pads? Cut the engines, please. Engines cut. Let's go ahead and get hailed in. I guess we don't need to. Slider, literally. Into the... We're still on the dark side of the moon here. We're just in the dark phase. Alright, so let's just... carefully slide in here. Dan... your piloting's gotten so much better. Ooh, there we go. We'll go refuel a little hydrogen. Refuel a little quantum. No repairs, not a scratch on it. Should you get refueled? Yo. We don't even need to land. I kind of like that. Those yellow Star Trek symbols out there. Our gas is slowly being filled. How do you know? Look at the 37. You gotta wait for it. Chris, I'm all for immersion, but... I guess in the meantime... we can see if there's any missions in the Daymar region. General ECN, don't care about that. Waste removal. We gotta go back to selling for that. Not interested in that. So Dan, you're actually just not going to do a mission. You're going to go to Daymar. That's actually what we're going to do. Alright, so let's... no action here. So it looks like it's about... 1001, 1002, 1000. So it's going to take a significant amount of time to do that. Let's just... while we're waiting, let's go ahead and get ourselves locked on. We may not wait for the full fill up here. If we're being honest with ourselves. Because there's the thing, if we can just get to Daymar, then we can whip out some bikes and not worry about anything else. Okay, can we one-jump it? We can one-jump it. Let's go. We're out of here. We're that individual that pulls out of the gas station with the pipe still in the gas tank. Let's go. No, I don't encourage that. I'm not encouraging that sort of behavior. That's not where we want to go. Where's Daymar? There she is, boys. Let's go. It worked the first time. All right, so hopefully Daymar's in a day cycle as opposed to a night cycle. Look at that. I believe we've just fast forwarded the international time zone. Dan, are you going to go to the dark side of Daymar? You bet yourself we're not going to the dark side of Daymar. All right, so let's go ahead real quick. We're gonna lock on, pull up some ohm wreckers here. Double click the Daymar. Actually, we probably want to go to a specific spot so we can maybe fill up our cargo, perhaps. Is there any spot that we would like to go? Let's check out. See what's available for us on Daymar. Mining facility, emergency shelter, Arc Corp mining. I would kind of want to go to, where do we think? I guess any emergency site. But emergency doesn't give me the idea that we can actually load up. So let's go to Shubin here. Let's see if we can lock that on. Lag spike me, but don't kick me. Alright, so there's Shubs. It's about 370 away. See if we can jump to the OMs. See if it slides us into the DMs here. Stunning. Alright. We go to Shubs, please. Shubs, and then... Okay, good news is... It's kinda in the middle of two locales. So we're gonna have to burn some of our fuel here. Full speed ahead. You guys know the deal, so we'll go to a quick 1,000 meters per second. Sans a lag spike, and then decouple. Good. Alright, we're gonna take through the magic of YouTube. When we come back, we'll be sliding into the DMs. Alright, so we're back. Checking out the craters, keeping our eyes out. There could be an individual crash site that maybe we just pull off and take a look at. Well, Dan, what do you mean? Throughout Daymar, they're actually hidden locales? That's the word on the street. We're still decoupled. I'm probably going to undo that and pull up here a little bit because our altitude's getting a little concerning, even though we're a good 69 kilometers away from Rascal Flats emergency shelter. That's okay. We'll take our time and get there because we got plenty of sauce in the tank to get there. So let's aim up here just a little bit, and then we're going to shift W. We'll go full speed again. I'm okay with that. I just want to keep an eye on our altitude. It's getting, I don't know why it's getting dangerously low. Maybe just through the magic of getting pulled down, but that's all right. Look at that. It's worth it, though. Let's go. Look at all the rings of Jupiter, Mars, Pluto. Dan, those aren't rings, they're craters. Okay. I mean, what if we found like a hidden freaking outpost? Wouldn't be the first time. Certainly wouldn't be the last time. What I do want to do is I want to take a little land speeder or a very small ship through these runs. Let's go. Alright, we're still a good 28,000 kilos, so we can mess around with some views here. Just seeing if there anything underneath us, anything to the side of us. It's a desolate wasteland until you find a secret outpost. Big bennies for all. So that's an, I mean, I think it's an additional benefit, right? So I don't want to just sit in the cockpit and look. I'm looking for any points of interest, like that crevasse to the left, perhaps. It's still impressive, no matter how you dice it up. All right, did we pass? Did we pass our locale? Alright, let's get decoupled before we get ourselves into trouble here. Where's Rascal Flats at? Damn, this is how you crash. Rascal. There's Rascals. No, that's not. Where's Rascal Flats? There it is. We did pass it. Alright, so we're going to give it a little juice here. Dan, you're going straight down. That's what we signed up for. So here's what I'm doing. I'm going to go straight down. I'm going to start to skirt, descend. Watch this. Skirt and descend. I feel like you could only do this effectively with dualies. This would be near impossible. So I'm straight thrusting and vertical de-thrusting. All in the same movement. Rascal flats. Alright, probably cut a little of the engine here, a little bit. Zero engine, thank you. Isn't that crazy, man? So you imagine like this big facility, and it's a one hut thing. I thought it was going to be an outpost. Well, Dan, you didn't say you were going to an outpost. Cut the engines, please. It's literally a one banger with no landing pad. What is this desolate? Rascal Flats.
Landing gear down.
Nice and easy.
Landing successful. Launch sequence complete.
That's debatable on that one. All right, let's just see what we got here.
Shields.
Power off. You never know what you're gonna find in there. Maybe there's a gun. Maybe there's an NPC we can talk to. Maybe. It's the key to Star Citizen's future. Nonetheless, we're probably gonna have to find another. We'll have to find an outpost. Well, I think the mining outpost is not that far away. Look at the steps. Easy, Brandon. Dan, you think you should run under the ship in case you get clipped? Not worried about it. This level of concern, well, Dan, maybe you just caused that lag spike. I don't think we did. I will say, let's go. Alright, dial in. There's been a few comments in it, and I welcome them. Dan, you don't really know what you're doing there. You should be doing X, Y, and Z. I'm all for tips. Don't say I should be doing X, Y, and Z without instructions or timestamps. Because I'm all for that. Any cargo we can pick up? Looks like there's some M&Ms along with the side of lag spike. That's it. This is like literally you sleep here. I don't even think we're allowed to sleep here. Maybe you would come here to recharge oxygen. That would make sense for an emergency shelter. So, good news is, you see Shubin's only 38 kilos away, but look at this. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Look at this shot. Let's go. Alright, so what is that? What are those tomatoes? Tomato watermelons growing on the crevasse. What the heck? Alright, let's get ourselves in here. We're going to go to Shubin, which is not that far away. Never know what's out there. Ra-ta-ta. Alright, let's keep our back door open just for aesthetics and aerodynamics. Slide back in here. People know that we are now armed. So that should be a deterrent. Alright. Power on, please. There's a button we can set our stuff to make ourselves instantly flight ready. Which I can appreciate. Vertical thrust here a little bit. Thank you. Alright, where's Shubes? We made Kessel run this thing to Shubes. There it is. Landing gear up, please. Look at this. Pull up here a little bit. You know we're going fourth view. Pull up a little bit, Dan. Let's go. It's pretty impressive, man. I know it's still alpha, but tell me that's not impressive. Now the only thing is I can't alt look because I need my mouse. My mouse will aim this thing. And we got the shadow to the right. Looks like a little space invader. Let's do this. Lag spike me. Process that data. Zoom out here a little bit. And now we'll go full speed ahead. Dan, do you plan on playing this game in first person exclusively? In third person? Nah, I just like, I mean, how can you not want to look at this heading into the eye of the storm? Also, guns. Guns are working. Oops, we're pointed. How are we altitude-wise? We should be fine. Alright, so we're going to actually boost this thing. Famous last words, Dan. We want to go to Shubin. We're going to get there. Quickly, 48. I kind of want to decouple. I just don't think it's a grandiose idea here. Pull up a little bit. Thank you. Look at this. Pull up a little bit, I said. Thank you. You start populating this game, you get organizations involved, multi-crew action. Well, Dan, when are you going to do multi-crew? I think I will when the game gets a little more stable, a little less lag spikes, a little easier to log in, that sort of thing. So there will be some multi-crew coming, don't you worry. As well as the Shubin facilities. Alright, so when you probably hit the 5,000, I'm going to coast into the DMs here. Pull up. Pull up. Okay, good. So we got the thrust off here. We're just going to explore the great unknown like you're looking for Bert and Ernie at your local Target. I kind of want to approach Shubin in third person. There it is. Engines cut, please. Let's go. Looks like it's currently vacant. But not for long. Alright, let's go ahead. We're going to hail ourselves in here. Comlink, please.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Thank you. Alright, let's do it.
Landing gear down.
Landing gears down. Do we have an assigned bay or were you just talking smack? I do not see an area, so let us just sink ourselves down here. So here's my thoughts. Keep your horizon level at 0, and if you go straight down, you should be fine, right? Let's go. Dan, you put so much English on the landing. Why don't you auto land? Well, let's try it. I'm literally holding auto land right now. No, I'm not. That must be a thrust button. Alright, so the auto land is not properly configured yet. Let's go. Set her down effervescently. Look, someone's been scuffing these pads, I promise you that. Look at all those chip marks on it. I'll tell you who it wasn't. This guy right here. Well, that's not true, Dan. In episode 4, you visited Shubin. Let's go. He's done it. Perfect 10-point landing on the Shubin scale. Can we power this off in a rightful fashion? Oops, I needed to F. He's done it. Let's go. Break out the land speeders, boys. Which ones? We haven't taken out the Nox yet. I believe there was someone in episode 4 in the comments that did. We take out the Nox. This is for you, my dude. Assuming that we can get there in one piece. To the great unknown. Oh, it doesn't look like a 10-point landing to me. Sit yourself. Ooh, so we just crossed into an arms zone. You see how our weapon naturally holstered? Let's go. I thought I heard someone else running around here. Alright, so how do we know which one is like the main post? Someone else said, Dan, if you go into the blue things, I think that's where you can spawn new ships. So I'm tempted to go there also, maybe because, well, what I'd like to do, in all honesty, I want to load our cargo up. So let's see if maybe we can get a full load in here now that we know that there are those cargo panels. Give us what kind of cargo would you load up, Dan? I don't know. We gotta see if there's a panel in here. Wants to be a cargo panel, but is not a cargo panel. Also, so these are just mining. It's all little mining hubs. That's it. All right, so maybe let's go into the blue boy. Thank you for that. Cycle up. How we doing oxygen-wise? Should be fine. 45 minutes of O2. That's grandiose experiment. Excuse me. Alright, so let's go to the blue donger here. Speaking of dongers. Alright. Yo. Flat.
Due to inactivity, we have been forced to assign your landing zone to another customer.
Excuse me? I'm just going to Platinum Bay. The place where you pirate MP5 songs in the future. Alright. Alright. Holster weapons. We're holstered. That fresh brew. I know we've been here before. I want to load up. Platinum Bay, wherever you want to go. I see you pimping that whole sea. Alright. So it looks like there is no cargo here. So let's... We could take out the Nox, or... Don't we have a buggy? Ursa Rover. Let's go. Well, Dan, you said you were going to take out the Nox. We can. We will.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
Albert, I didn't know you made the jump to Shubin. There it is. I forgot that I don't know if we have a Rover, if it comes with one of our ships, or if we purchased one. Let's go. This is our first experience with the Rovage. Let's go. Get roved. How do we even get into this thing? Look at it. Be a part of it. The consumption. Damn, that makes... I want a good shot of the Rove. Look at it. What kind of tires are those? Dan, don't worry about the tires. Just get your shot. Hold on. Okay. Easy, easy, easy. Look, this is like an Instagram selfie. We got a new G-Wagon pose, boys. I kind of like it. All right. Let's get in our Rover and slide up. Back door. It's awful dark in here. How do we, This will be... think the multi-crew capabilities with this. You squat up in here. You approach an unsuspecting band of paperless thugs. Maybe even... cat nuts. Okay, literally just walk into the DMs. Dan, maybe you should turn your headlamp on. I'm trying. I I don't know the button. That would be something helpful as we hit this lag spike. If you guys want to drop some knowledge in there for me. Open. Close. That's where we need to go. There's got to be a button or something. Module 1, Module 2, Module 3. Dan, how do you see where the heck you're going? That's a great question. Folding seats? Let's see if there's a... I mean, is there like a... There's definitely not a front entrance. That would make no sense whatsoever. Unless you can't get into it somehow. Unless it's bugged. We're trying to glitch through. I see it. Dan, this is how you end the run to the butter server trying to get into a rover when you have the Nox waiting for you out there. I don't see any panels here. Enter pilot seat. Enter it. He's done it. Let's go. We got the bebop and rock steady. Let's go. All right. Power on. Now I can't. I've driven bikes. I've driven. I guess we've driven the golf cart in this game. Where's our power button? Close the exterior, please. Thank you for that. Yo, this is a two-seater. I would think that the buttons would be there. There we go. Engine on. There is no flight ready. Let's go. Yo, my flight stick does not steer the ground vehicle, so my thrust works. Oh. Something's going on. Someone's flying over us. I don't think so. I don't think our deal is bound to our joystick is bound to ground vehicles. So let's just see what happens. Chances of this fitting in the Freelancer, I'd say slim and none. Chances of us trying it, 1,000%. Dan, this was meant to go on the constellations. How could you be so foolish? Foolish is in the eye of the beholder. I'm telling you, there's a ship that went over us. Chance, can we squeeze this thing in? It would be a legendary movement. Get in there. Full speed ahead. Alright, maybe we just don't have enough boost going into it. Full speed ahead. Alright. Whoa, crime stat, what? That's my own ship. Oh, you know what? You can. This thing, you can drive this thing. It's just a one-handed drive, though. Got it. I would think that this would be able to rove a little bit better. I mean, so the question is, do we take this thing out and go buggy driving? Or do we take out the Nox? I think we're committed to the buggy, so let's see how well she handles it. Let's go. Dan, what is this, a racing game? Now you're talking. Rover racing. What we could do, we could put freaking cargo pillars out there for the marks. Let's go. Why do I feel like our power isn't on? I feel like our engines are on, but our power isn't on. Dan, that's probably an astute observation. Might have been more astute at a later time. Well, this is how we traverse in the rough lands of Daymar without drawing any watchful eyes. Hang in here. Give me that F button. It's not giving us F because there we go. Engine on. There's power on. Engage something. Whoops.
Welcome to Robert Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
Now we're in a much different position. Maybe not so much, but at least we got our taillights on. Alright, so let's see if we can do a nice little lap around Shubin without crashing the game system, server, and or vehicle. Let's go. Yo! Where'd that caterpillar come from? And that cutlass? Things have just gotten a little frosty here. Skirt. Let's go pick them up. Look, we're not the only one with landing issues. Who's gonna come out of there? What? Not like this. I guess we'll have to find out in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, clicking the like button helps out a great deal. As always, if you loved it, share with a friend, enemy, neighbor, favorite, AOL, BBS. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.